Okay, so as in the last video we have gone through the first formula for calculating the number of moles, and that was mole is equal to given mass per molar mass, right? And we have done some calculations as well. As you can see here, find number of moles of oxygen atoms present in 64 gram of oxygen. As I've already told you, when they will have asked to calculate the number of moles, they must have given the given mass in the question. So as you can see, they have asked to find the number of moles. That's why they have given the given mass in the question already, right? So here we have just found the number of moles, right? And we have done it really well, and it was very obvious to you guys, right? So in today's video we are just going to calculate something more, so that we can have a clear idea how does it work, right? So we are just going to calculate something more. So we have a question, right? Find in 98 gram of H2SO4. Gram of H2SO4 is basically sulfuric acid, right? So H2SO4 is sulfuric acid, and they have given us the given mass. We need to find the following. I am writing here the question so that we can have a clear idea what we need to find here, right? Okay, so what we need to find here is, first one, we need to calculate the moles of H2SO4 molecule, right? We need to find the moles of the H2SO4. Secondly, we need to find the moles of sulfur atom, right? Sulfur atom. Thirdly, we need to find the number of sulfur atoms, not the moles, however number of sulfur atoms, right? So number of sulfur atoms. Fourth, we need to find the moles of the hydrogen atom. So fourth, moles of hydrogen atom. Right? Fifth, we need to find the gram atom of hydrogen. We need to find the gram atom of hydrogen, right? Sixth, we need to find the mass of sulfur atom. We need to find the mass of sulfur atom. I know you might be thinking, then how we gonna find these all from only a one question. I'm gonna make you guys understand these all, how we gonna find these, right? The seventh question is moles of oxygen atom. Moles of oxygen atom, right? Oxygen atom. So now we have our 7 questions. We need to find the moles of H2SO4 molecule, that is sulfuric molecule, right? Sulfuric acid. Moles of sulfur atoms which are present in the H2SO4, number of sulfur atoms, moles of hydrogen atom, gram atom of hydrogen, mass of sulfur atom, moles of oxygen atom, right? So starting or commencing with our first part, that is, we need to find the moles of H2SO4 molecule, right? We have already learned about the formula. the mole is equal to given mass per molar mass, right? Given mass is equal to what? Wait, I need to erase this since I need to write. So given mass is equal to 98, right? That is already given in the question, 98. Now we need to find the molar mass of the H2SO4. So the molar mass of H2SO4 would be, there are two hydrogen atoms, so 1 into 2, right? Plus sulfur atomic mass is 32 into 1, because we have only one atom of sulfur, plus we have 16 is the mass of oxygen, into we have 4 atoms of oxygen. Now 1 into 2 is 2, plus 32 ones is 32, plus 16 fours is 64. When we add this 4 to 2, we have 8, and 6 3 9. So 98 gram we have got the molar mass, right? So 98, the molar mass of H2SO4 is 98. When we have divided this, we have got that is 1 mole, right? So 98 by 98 is 1 mole, and finally we have got the number of mole. So number of mole which are present in the H2SO4 molecule, or 98 gram of H2SO4 molecule, is 1 mole only. Secondly, we need to find the moles of sulfur atom. Now you can see this whole molecule has basically only one atom of sulfur. So this one whole mole will have only 1 mole of sulfur, right? So 1 mole of sulfur. Since let me make you guys more understand about this, right? H2SO4, we have got that we have only 1 mole of it, right? Because we have calculated 98 upon 98, that is 1 mole. Now we need to find the mole of the sulfur atom. We know that this entire compound has only 1 atom of sulfur, so this entire 1 mole of H2SO4 will have also 1 mole of sulfur. That's why we have written 1 mole of sulfur, right? So let me highlight this. We have 1 mole of sulfur. Third, we need to find the number of sulfur atoms. We need to find the number of sulfur atoms. How many atoms of sulfur would be there? Since I've already told you, we have 1 mole of sulfur, 1 sulfur mole, and any 1 mole will have 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles, right? 3 particles. So how many particles of sulfur would be there? There would be 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles, because we know that there is only 1 mole of sulfur, and 1 mole has Avogadro's number, and that is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles of sulfur. So let me highlight this as well. The fourth one, we need to find the moles of hydrogen atom. Now see, H2SO4, right? This one compound has 2 atoms of hydrogen, 2 atoms of hydrogen. So this is, we know that is equal to 1 mole. So this 1 mole of H2SO4 will have also 2 moles of hydrogen atom. So how many moles of hydrogen atom we have? There are basically 2 moles of hydrogen atom, right? Hydrogen atom, right? So we have done our fourth part as well. Now you see, this is very easy. This isn't difficult at all. Initially you might be thinking that how we're going to solve these all 7 questions by only one question, but now as you can see, we can solve, right? Now we need to find the gram atom of hydrogen. Initially the gram atom is the second name for the mole. Mole is also known as gram atom, right? So we have already calculated the moles of hydrogen atom. So gram atom of hydrogen means mole of hydrogen, and that is again equal to 2 moles or 2 gram atoms of hydrogen, right? Both are same, because we know that this is only a second name of the mole, hydrogen atom. So how many we have done now? We have done actually 5 questions. So let me highlight this as well so that we can go towards our sixth one. Okay, so now the sixth question is mass of sulfur atom. What would be the mass of the sulfur atom? We have already calculated the mole, right? And I have told you, when we need to find the given mass of any element, there must be given the mole, right? And we have already the mole of sulfur atom, that is equal to 1 mole. Just put the formula, right? Mole is equal to given mass upon molar mass. Given mass we need to find, mole is already given, 1 is equal to, instead of given mass x, molar mass of sulfur is what? It is 32 gram. We have already counted, right? 32, it is dividing here, when it will go there multiplied, so x is equal to 32 gram, means the mass of sulfur atom is what? It is 32 gram. Let me highlight this as well. We have done sixth question. Now we are moving towards our last but not the least, moles of oxygen atom. How many number of atoms are there in the one compound of H2SO4? There are 4, right? So 1 mole of H2SO4 will have 4 moles of oxygen atom. So there would be 4 moles of oxygen atoms, right? 4 moles of oxygen atom. So we are done with our last one as well, last question as well, right? This was very easy, right? No efforts at all. Now let me remove these all so that it can be clear to you, or it can be more clear when we will be discussing our next lecture. In that we will gonna discuss about the second formula for calculating the mole, and that would be based on the volume, right? It is based on the mass, and that formula which we're gonna study in the next video will be based on the volume. So this was all for today.